So it's been 2 months of daily driving this E320 CDI, and it has been pretty fun, to be honest with you. Learning on it, seeing all the differences between the E55 and diesel. This is my first diesel powered car, and it's quite nice actually. I've been averaging about 32 to 40 miles per gallon at least on the according to the instrument cluster. I don't know how accurate that is. I honestly think it's a little bit too high, but maybe it is that accurate. Maybe it is that efficient as well. But I'm going to be telling you the pretty and the bad about this car in the 2 months that I've been driving it. Now, this is a 2005. They only made this car for about 1-2 years in the US at least. And it rides pretty good. It's been great to me. It's been pretty good, you know. It's been reliable, even with the issues that it's had. Now, I did get this car for dirt cheap because it had a lot of issues like the what do you call it? The carbon buildup on the injectors, and it was just absolutely covered in it. And I'll put a picture up so you can see it again. And I actually made a video fixing all of the things, maybe not all of the things that are wrong with it, but the majority of the things to get it up to speed and where it needs to be. So you can take a look at one of those previous videos as well. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 2 months, the reliability and how it's been in the past 2 months of having it. Now, it's been all right, to be honest with you. For the price that I got it at and its age, it is 20 years old now, and it's got 230,000 miles on it. So it's not getting any younger. But I will say, even for its age, it's still doing pretty good. It rides really good, it drives really good, and now that I fixed the fuel pressure sensor, it has full power, and that's where we're gonna start off. So some of the problems that I've had with this car is about last month, the fuel pressure sensor went out and it put the car into limp mode. Now, when you would try and accelerate onto the highway, for example, it would not accelerate. It would just fall straight on its face and it would try and upshift as fast as possible. But for Mercedes, that sensor was about $230. From FCP Euro, it was $100. So that was a small, easy fix. Took less than 10 minutes to do, just one screw, after removing the covers, obviously. But besides that, that's one of the major mechanical things that went bad. The other thing is the AC compressor went bad. Now, I don't know if it's the original AC compressor or not, but again, it's 20 years old. Things are bound to go bad. Now, obviously, I'm here in Florida, and it's hot here in the summer right now. So AC is kind of mandatory. I went ahead and got a compressor and dryer kit from Napa for about $450, and I'll be making a video on repairing that. But besides that, those are the only things that mechanically have gone wrong with it. I'll show you quickly where that fuel pressure sensor is. So under this cover right here is the common rail. There's two sensors, one at the end and one at the front. This one is the high pressure sensor, I believe. It sits literally right here at the front, unscrews, screw it back in after replacing it, and it's really nice. Drives really nice after that. I will say one weird issue I'm having is with this coolant tank. Now, I think it may be the radiator, the little rubber seal at the bottom of the radiator that's leaking, but I keep getting a light on the dash. I replaced the reservoir with the sensor in here. I went ahead and replaced it, so it's no longer leaking, but I get a light on the dash for low coolant, and it only leaks, it only drips out. It's like a slow drip when it's full. Once it gets slightly below full, it no longer leaks. It's only when it's full, and I keep getting a light on the dash for some reason. So I don't know, that's the one thing I really am not too bothered about. Again, I keep checking it. Coolant level is perfect. It's just slightly below the sensor. Once it gets there, it no longer leaks. But once it's like full, to the point where the sensor is good, you know, it doesn't come on the cluster, it leaks out. It's the only thing that's stumping me about this car. Now, I will say the dynamic seats did stop working in it, but honestly, I don't really care about it too much. It's the pump that's located here in the trunk. It's located right here behind this tail light, and I'm not bothered by it, to be honest with you. It's a daily. As you can see, Some of the steering wheel stuff, like the seats, are coming apart. But again, for what I got this car, it does what I need it to. It's a great daily driver. I went ahead and cleaned up the headlights as well on it. They were really yellowed out. Again, old original headlights. They do have a problem where they stay on all the time. Now, that's most likely due to the wiring inside. These W211s love to have the wires in the headlights crack due to the heat. And that's the same story on my E55. I actually replaced that and took care of it, fixed it. So I don't have that issue on my E55. But this car is it's running pretty good. I will say, when I did lift it up and do a oil filter change on it, the front suspension does need to be refreshed. It needs a set of lower ball joints and upper ball joints at minimum. It's starting to creak going over bumps and stuff like that. But again, I'm gonna say this over and over again. It's nearly 20 years old. And even though it still needs that stuff, it rides really good. Now, I will say, it's a good looking car. I personally like the 211s, one of my favorite ones, right after the 124, like the 500E that we have. It looks good. Now, I like the E63 front end a little bit better, like on my E55, but these pre-facelift ones don't look bad either. Now, besides those things going bad, honestly, I wouldn't call those things major. I really wouldn't. But everything else works, including sunroof. As you can see, I have it open over here. The rear sunshade, everything, like all the little gimmicks work and stuff like that, including these, which I like a lot actually. But everything else works. I will say another common thing is this headliner, but I will be redoing this. I'm thinking about doing this in like suede, like a black color, maybe like a gray color. I'm not sure yet, but I know I need to redo it. Let me know down below what color I should do it. But besides that, you know, car's running good. I will say these wheels get like really caked in brake dust, and they do need to be refinished, but honestly, for it being a daily, and I may be getting another car soon, so I'm not trying to dump too much money in this. My plan in the future is to buy a 190E and build a 190E Evo replica. I've always loved the 190Es, like the 124s and the 201s. I always loved them. So that's been my goal for a while. As you can see, this view is pretty nice with the sunset, the Florida sunset, and the Mercedes. Two great views at once. You know, back on topic though, some of the stuff, like small stuff like this, the body work, this may have been hit here before, I'm not sure, but like the Bondo started to crack a little bit, so whoever did it didn't do the best job. And small rubber pieces like this that, again, are not really crazy necessary or mandatory, I guess. I can live with those, and especially between my E55 possibly blowing its transmission, and it's going to be costly to repair that as well. I'm going to be making a video on that. What we think happened was the transmission pump in that car went bad, and actually most likely starved the torque converter on that car. So I know for sure it needs a torque converter. When we disconnected the transmission line, no fluid was coming out of it. So that tells me something's wrong for sure. Now I know, like I said, I most likely need a torque converter at minimum and a pump at minimum. But we're gonna go ahead and do a refresh on it. Blue top solenoids. The early 03 and 04 ones didn't come with blue tops for some reason. But we got those on order from Mercedes. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't blow up again, which was very weird. You know, I work for Mercedes and I asked around and stuff like that, and they said it's very rare for that transmission to go out like that. This one has 230,000 miles on it with the same 5G or 5G Tronic transmission. My E55 has 83,000 miles. Just really unlucky with that. Now, if you were to ask me, like, should I do this, get another one of these, or like, would I do it all over again? I would say 100%. You know, this is a fun car to learn on. It's very simple. I wouldn't say very simple. It's not like, it does have some computers actually, like now thinking about it, but it's really nice. You know, there's not much on this to go wrong. Like, it's got the springs on it. It's got coilovers instead of aromatic, which obviously is costly on the E55s. It doesn't have ABC or anything. It does have the SBC though. But Mercedes is warranty it for, I think, what was it, 20 years? So this is actually covered up until 2030, thankfully. So I got another 5 years of warranty on SBC, and I'm gonna get that hopefully replaced before that warranty goes out. So, like, realistically, those are the only things that, like, this car has issues with. Now, obviously, you know, it's old, rubber components like the suspension is gonna go bad. But besides that, you know, this is a fun car for, like, somebody who's just now getting started into cars. It's very reliable, very fuel efficient. It only cost me $50 to fill up, and I drive about 30 plus miles to work every day to go to work at the Mercedes dealership, and it lasts me about 2 weeks of working every day or driving every day. Now, more on that Evo topic. That's probably a project for the future when I get a shop or like a little garage or something. Right now, I don't have the space between the 500E, the E55, and this. And our garage is occupied with the G55 as well. If you want to see that Evo in the future and these cars grow, please make sure to subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see more.